of Bob's Full House.
Ladies and gentlemen, the master of the house, Bob Monkhouse.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Woof, wow, oof, and welcome to the day before Christmas. Merry Christmas to all our readers and those who sail in you. I'm exhausted already. This Christmas I volunteered to deliver food parcels to the local old age pensioners. Yes, I did. And it's costing me a bomb because they're all in Torremolinos. How about this set, eh? Oof. Isn't that good? Proof the BBC is not an elitist organisation. We bought all our Christmas decorations from Woolworths in last year's January sales. My wife's cooking is getting better, you know. This year she even set fire to the Christmas pudding. Well, she didn't actually. It spread from the turkey. This week before Christmas, I usually have a quiet evening to myself because my wife goes to her office party. Actually, that's worrying me lately because someone told me that office parties are just an excuse for unbridled displays of lust. It's not that I distrust her, but she doesn't work in an office. Bafflement. On top of that, my brother-in-law, the leech, was arrested for trying to sell holly on the streets. For one thing, he hasn't got a license. And for another thing, Holly is the name of his wife. So life is strange, but I try and I carry it off with the spirit of Christmas. Ah, the spirit of Christmas. Isn't it wonderful? The Archbishop of Canterbury asked Mrs. Thatcher if she had a message for anyone who's a disadvantaged member of society, you know, anyone poor and helpless and without a future. And she said yes. Tell Paddy Ashdown he's a prat. The royal family are joining in. They're having their own pantomime. What? Yes, they are. They're having a panto. It's a version of Snow White in which Prince Edward and Fergie will play two of the dwarves, Dopey and Dumpy. Yes, one thing's for sure, they'll never get Princess Michael of Kent to play Bashful. But Fergie, I must say, I think she's a bit childish at times. Fergie, childish, because she's written a letter to Santa telling him what she wants for Christmas. So if you see Santa flying overhead with 2 sleighs, you'll know she got away with it. Meet my full house guest.
How you doing?
Great to see you.
Good to see you.
We are all of us moving from the morning till the night time.
Oh, yes,
with
yes. A great evening entertainment.
We're
The chip
following.
shops will have to close early.
They will. What time will you be going on the air, do you know?
10 till midnight.
Ah, terrific.
Every night.
The Bruce.
Eh?
Following the Bruce. Descended from the Scots kings.
Well, no, not quite.
Robert the Bruce. Actually, the head of programmes here after my last show said that I should emulate Robert the Bruce.
Oh, you mean the old try again stuff?
No, go and hide in a cave. You, on the other hand, were not born in a cave, you were born in a pub.
Well, it was actually a nursing home that a few years later became a pub. So ever since then, I've always tried to revisit this place of my birth. You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
See, Ken is still producing small tots that are quite enjoyable. It's gone from nappies to shorts. But what did your dad do?
He was a shoe agent. Sold shoes.
You mean he acted on behalf of cobblers?
Well, yes.
From the cast of Home and Away who act in cobblers. And so you followed him into that business?
No. I became a chartered accountant after I left school.
Really? Yeah. For big bucks?
Hardly, no. It was, I think, £350 a year the first year.
What do you mean? You had to take a cut in salary to join the BBC?
Oh, yeah, it's a great deal.
Did you start broadcasting right away with the BBC or...
Yes, BBC in Scotland, Radio Scotland.
Radio Scotland, where, of course, the phone-ins are a little different. They reverse the charges. But,
racist.
Oh, no, it's a great Scots voice. Really, you've got Derek Jameson and then you and then Gloria Hunnam. It's been 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Radio 2 before we've heard any English spoken. I mean, there's the Scots sound there, and Gloria talks Irish, yeah. And Derek Jameson talks... What the hell is it?
Yeah, nobody's playing.
Nobody knows, Ken. Ken, you've come along here out of the goodness of your great big Scots heart to play for a charity. Will you tell us about the charity?
It's the Muscular Dystrophy Group of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Well, Ken, I can but wish you well. For every one of these little numbers you light up, we'll be happily give a tenner in cash to that.
Excellent.
As certified by Candod, and we will make sure that there's a great big winning at the end. Of course, all the prizes I know that you win will go to that, to the Muscular Distillery. Thank you very much. Ken, do. Give me something to hold. That's nice. Thank you. Kirby. Kirby, it's lovely to see you. I asked Ken what his daddy did. What did your daddy do?
My dad is a policeman with the Merseyside Police Force. He has one of these sniffer dogs who goes out searching for explosives.
Gosh, really? That's nerve-wracking. My dad was with the Liverpool Police, mostly on Friday evenings. Then again on Saturday night. You first came to the public eye in Liverpool, because you're a Liverpool lass.
I am, yes.
What district of Liverpool, Debbie?
Mossley Hill.
Oh, right.
Posh bit.
And you were elected Miss Liverpool, and that took you on to not Miss United Kingdom.
Miss Great Britain.
Miss Great Britain.
Quite a long time later.
Yes, but very, very exciting. I could never quite get... When you were with the BBC, I couldn't get used to seeing a beauty queen on breakfast television. Well, enough of Russell Grant. When you went in for those titles, I mean, did you go in confidently and blithely, or were you full of terror?
Absolutely full of terror.
Were you really? See, my wife, I took her on a cruise, and we went to the Fortune Islands, and she was voted Miss Fortune of 1958. And I woke up with misgivings. It's that joke. So, when you were doing that show for the Beeb, what did you dislike most?
I suppose it was the hours, really, because now, although I work for breakfast television for Channel 4, I present a consumer programme called Streetwise.
Yeah.
That's pre-recorded, but in the old days of breakfast time, I used to have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I've done that. 3 a.m. up, but you've got to go home, otherwise the wife gets upset. No, it's terrific. The Channel 4 show is highly regarded. It's had some lovely mention in the press. And also, it's proving that you have got what you've always demonstrated quite amply to everyone's delight, except apparently to the press, the fact you can combine brains and beauty.
I think you're the best example of that.
Well, of course. Brains and beauty and a beautiful smell. You had a darn good education, didn't you, Debbie? You speak languages?
Yeah, I speak French and German.
I speak fluent French.
Yeah?
Yep. Wie geht's, meine Damen und Herren? Dankeschön. Bitte, vielen Dank.
I hate to say this, Bob, but I think that's probably German.
That's terrific. I speak fluent German as well. Well, that's made my day. Now, whose day are you going to make? Which charity?
The Multiple Sclerosis Society. I'd like to give anything I win to them. Muscular
dystrophy is being taken care of, and multiple sclerosis. Two very worthy choices. Thank you very much, Debbie. Old friend.
Hello, mate.
Every time I see you, I like to think you were named after a tennis score. It's a great name, Love, isn't it, to have? It makes for 1,000 jokes. I've always wanted to introduce you to Lord 40, so I could say, 40 Love. You've had your appearance greatly altered since the first time we met, Adrian.
Yes, I had a little run-in with a credit card and a plastic surgeon and had the bags done under the eyes.
Much publicised and...
Yes.
I'm very glad, because I think people... they try to hide it, and I don't know why. Why are people ashamed of having surgery, plastic surgery?
I suppose it's more a surprise that a man would admit to doing it than a woman would admit to doing it.
I suppose so.
I don't think it shows at all.
Oh, really? If I wanted to lose my bags, I'd fly with British Airways. With the various programmes you've done, LBC, you've been with Capital Radio, you've been Radio 2, you've interviewed just about everybody.
Pretty well, yes. Yeah, it's a pretty good mixture. I think it's fair to say I've covered everybody from Bob Hope to Tony Benn.
Oh, you specialise in comedians, don't you? So when do you... I mean, I've heard you from Monday to Friday, of course, on Radio 2. What do you do at weekends?
It's a weekend for sagging at home, sit at home, read the papers.
At the weekend, I never read a newspaper. I get the Sunday Sport. Now, you love to cook.
I try to cook. I'm not too good at most things, but I claim to make the best omelettes on radio.
Simon Bates. You've heard him.
Oh, yes, I know.
He prefers French omelettes. Oh, yes, he's full of crepe. How many years were you with Capital?
5 years. 5 years, but that was doing the phone-in show.
With Anna Rayburn?
Anna Rayburn and the Capital Doctor. Yeah, we
solved a lot of emotional and sexual problems for people.
I think it was the first of those kind of programmes, actually, that other stations picked up on the idea.
I was at a very low ebb at one time, and I went on the radio and discussed my personal emotional and sexual problems. Last time they'll ever let me present Listen with Mother. Oh, we had 5-year-olds being abusive down the front. But I wonder whether you could help me with a little sexual problem of mine.
Well, I can try.
Excuse me.
Cover the mic. I really think you ought to ask Debbie herself, myself.
I'll catch you later, Debs. are here
Yes,
this
sir.
evening to play for your chosen charity.
This is true.
Tell me about it.
It's the SOS, the Stars Organisation for Spastics.
Thank you very much, Adrian. That's terrific. Pamela, where were you born, Pamela? Somewhere exotic.
Borneo.
It's a jungle out there, folks. Why were you in Borneo?
My father worked for Shell Oil. He was a marine engineer.
Ah, my uncle was a marine... Well, he called himself a marine engineer. He changed the oil in sardine tins.
Close.
What did you do there for fun?
Well, I would just swim a lot. You know, that's the one thing you can do in the tropics.
You're a terrific swimmer, aren't you?
Swim as often as I can.
Very good thing at the BBC. Know how to do the crawl. There was a quote I saw in an article about you, which said of your approach to news reading, Pamela, that you said it was fine the first night, but the following morning it was horrible to wake up and realize you had to do it all again.
That's right, I did say that, and you've remembered it very accurately.
Yes, it's because my wife used those exact words on our honeymoon. When you're not working, and I know how hard you do work, how do you relax?
Well, I swim a lot, and then if I go on holiday, I take a lot of books with me. And
You like reading?
Absolutely. Well, I don't read. I lie in the sun and I open them and I lay them across my face to protect my skin, you know. It's...
Oh, right. May I suggest you don't take any Jeffrey Archer novels because they're stinkers? If you're looking in, Jeffrey, I'm only kidding. If you're not looking in... You have a lovely chuckle. Do you know, you're lovely when you're with doing comedy and you laugh when you have comedians on your show. You've worked with quite a few.
Yeah, I've been very lucky. I've been asked onto some people's shows. I've worked with Les Dawson,
Saw you with Les
Blankety
Dawson.
Blank, and Paul Daniels.
And with
Diddy
Paul
Daniels. Yeah.
They're both masters of mystery. Paul Daniels, when he does a trick, it's a wonder. And how Les Dawson gets away with those jokes is a bloody miracle. Would you tell us your chosen charity, Pamela?
Yes, it's the Family Holiday Association, and it's a charity which gives money to families which are on low incomes and helps people who would never go away and have a holiday and have a break.
What a very varied selection of charities we have. Thank you very much, my friends, for being here to play for these people. The first of our celebrities to get all four corners of the bingo card illuminated will have a choice of this seasonal splendor.
And for the four Christmas corners, Bob, a selection of early learning toys. These superb board games. Or a collection of cuddly toys.
Yes. Ho, ho! Now, voluntarily putting themselves on the line, will they appear to be brilliant or will they emerge as super dunces? Who knows? But they're good sports. That's the point. They're working for charity. You're on your buzzers, folks, and if you answer incorrectly, you'll be wallowed for the following question only, which is no hard toffee. Did the Cratchits have a bird for their humble Christmas dinner, Ken?
Yes, they did.
According to the book, Scrooge gave Mrs. Cratchit a goose. Dickens wrote it. I didn't make it up. Ken, give me a corner.
One, please, Bob.
Number one, Kelly's Eye. In Britain, was holly picked at Christmas believed to be a protection against witches or vampires, Debbie?
Yes.
I meant, was it witches or vampires? And you say yes, and it was witches. So how can I deny that it was witches?
You can't. Two,
You
please.
tied the holly to their broomstick and gave them a nasty surprise. Okay. Debbie, what'd you say?
Two, please.
Number two, one little duck. The doctors advise elderly people to eat faster or slower than younger people, Debbie.
Slower.
Debbie, give me another corner.
51, please.
51 is lit for you. Debbie now has two lit. Did the invention of dynamite make Alfred Nobel penniless or a millionaire, Pamela?
A millionaire.
Yeah, that's right. He lit the fuse and retired immediately. Pamela, give me a corner.
Number three.
Number three, the pawnbrokers. Has Dennis Thatcher ever been portrayed in a feature film? Yes, Adrian.
Yes.
He has, by John Wells. It was called I Married a Monster from Outer Space. No. For your eyes only in 1981. Give me a corner, Adrian.
Number 9.
Number 9, doctor's orders. Oh, that hurt. Can a hippopotamus run faster than a man, Pamela?
No.
Yes. That's now why they're not allowed to compete in the Olympics, you see. I never thought I would say to Pamela Armstrong, you are a Wally. But you are, just for the next question. Judging by their average IQ, which people are the most intelligent in the world, the English or the Japanese, Adrian?
Japanese.
Yeah, that's right. It stands to reason. When did you last see a Japanese watching a cricket match? Adrian, a corner, please.
59.
5 and 9, the Brighton line. Got a lot of very excitable people out there.
I can say that.
According to doctors at the University of Toronto, a room that's kept at 60 degrees at night is better for satisfying your romantic needs. True or false? Ken?
True, I would say.
True. I, however, prefer a woman. Ken, and so do you, I believe. Ken, give me a corner.
58.
58, 5 and 8. UFO sightings. Do they increase when Mars is nearest to us or furthest away, Adrian?
When it's nearest.
That's quite right, Adrian. They increase. Would you give me a corner, please?
53.
53? Why not? Now, Adrian has 3 corners lit, Ken has 2, Debbie has 2, Pamela has 1. Agoraphobia is the fear of open places, Debbie?
Yes, it is.
But I want to ask you, yes, it is, you're right. But you've buzzed, so I'm going to ask you the question. Is it more common amongst men or women?
Women.
That's why you never see them at Fulham's home matches, you know. 'Cause they feel safer amongst a crowd. Give me a...
I have one fat lady, please.
One little lady? Oh, good Lord, yes. 8, the Garden Gate, we called it on this show, but it's one little lady, isn't it? One fat lady. Can bulls see red? Adrian?
No.
That's right.
Colorblind.
That is absolutely right. You never see them on the terraces at Manchester
This is
United.
true.
And you've just won this round of the game. Now, you have a choice of these for your charity. For the SOS, will you take all those box games? You take those lovely fluffy toys? You can't have that fluffy toy. Oh, would you like these lovely learning games over here?
I think because we have a children's project going down on the south coast, I'll have the early learning toys, please.
Ingfield Manor is going to get the toys. Wonderful. Very nice. They'll go to the under-5s at Billingshurst, I know that. Now, who is going to light the middle line? First person who does will have the selection from Santa's sack.
And for the merry middle line, the latest craze at karaoke. This superb keyboard. Or children's bicycles for him and for her.
Very nice gifts for the charities of your choice. Now for the subjects of your choice, which you must find over here on the Monkhouse MasterCard. Swing it around, here it comes. You'll find all the 6 subjects here, and all the numbers on your middle line that you must choose to correspond to the subjects that you prefer, and bingo, lingo, clickety-clicks, it's time to take your pick of the 6. Here you see 10 numbers against each subject. Have a look at that middle line, see which of your numbers on that middle line coincide with the subject you feel safe about. Ken, you're seated first in order of luck.
I'll go for number 6, please.
Tom
Bob.
Mix is on the subject of showbiz. Peg-Leg Bates was so called because he had a wooden leg, but was he a tap dancer, a tightrope walker, or Fulham's goalkeeper?
I'm tempted to say the last, but no, I think probably a tightrope walker.
Open to the others. And it's Adrian.
Tap dancer.
He was a tap dancer, Ken. Yeah, it's absolutely true. He caught Dutch elm disease from a toilet seat and he retired. Adrian, give me a number on a subject you don't feel too secure about.
35.
35. I'm amazed that you don't feel safe on literature, but you said it. Debbie.
17, please.
Number 17. Okay, that's on the subject of language. Definitions, Debbie. What is a mountebank? What is a mountebank?
A mountebank.
A mountebank.
It's one of those auto cash machines where you have to walk up steps to.
It's so good, I'm tempted to give it to you, but I must throw it open to the others. And it's Pamela.
A dastardly fellow or woman who imposes and is an imposter.
Exactly what I've got written here. Dastardly woman. No, it says a cheat, a charlatan, a swindler. That describes it perfectly. Pick a bonus number.
27.
2 and 7. My age is lit for you. Now pick a subject that you do feel you know something about.
55.
All the 5s, and it's your lucky number. Answer this correctly, and your charity will benefit by another £50. Science. There's a specimen of arachnida biting your toe. Arachnida. Could it be a bat, a goat, or a scorpion? This is worth 50 quid to your charity. It's arachnida, it's biting your toe. Is it a bat, a goat, or a scorpion?
Scorpion.
Scorpions are arachnida, so are spiders, ticks, etc. And you won't be attacked by a bat unless you... I could chat up Ian Botham's wife and get attacked. Here's 50 quid for your charity. Congratulations to you, Pamela. Thank you. And you know, Adrian, as you pick a number, that if you light it, there's another 10 quid every time you light a square.
Right. 47.
4 and 7. On the subject of, fancy that, little facts that make you go... Is the longest-serving pillar box in the British Isles about 50, 80, or 130 years old?
Hang on, when did they introduce the postal service? 130.
Dates back to 1853, the very first letterbox. First letter ever posted in it was fan mail for Max Bygraves.
What, has it been delivered yet?
No, I don't think so. It's definitely second class. Let's mix the 6. And Ken, you still have to light a number on that middle line.
I think 29.
2 and 9, 29 places. Which of these is an area in the North Sea, Ken? Bruce's garden, Max's garden, or Tarby's garden?
There's a good one. I would say Bruce's garden.
Yes, it's Bruce's garden. The only place in the world where you'll find a haddock wearing a hairpiece. Debbie, dear.
I would like number 44, please.
All the 4s? Said well. Missing links, please, Debbie. Give me the missing link between these two subjects, a famous reindeer and the war criminal Hess.
Rudolph.
Yes, Rudolph, the red-nosed war criminal. Pamela.
49.
49, 4 and 9. Good evening, all.
Yeah.
Oh, I said it. I forgot to let you. I stole your dialogue. Tough. That's show business, folks. Trust a comic to steal your best line. Missing links. Give me the link, please. Pamela, pay attention. Between a crime-fighting sidekick and a winter bird.
Robin.
Robin is right. Batman's Robin, who was not used in the movie. But they're bringing him back as Kim Basinger, I believe.
I know the makeup men are good, but that's ridiculous. 56, please.
5 and 6. On Proverbs. Complete this one, Adrian. To err is human.
To forgive is divine.
And to screw up requires a computer. Like that, 56, and mix the 6. Here we go again. Once more, Ken. What a decision to make.
I'll have 43 this time, I think.
43. Ah, lucky time. This could be 50 quid for muscular dystrophy. In films, in 1908, taking you back to your very earliest memories. 1908, Ken. Who created the cowboy character Bronco Billy? Was it G.M. Anderson, D.W. Griffiths, or G.H. Eliot?
I would say it'd have to be D.W. Griffith.
Open to the others, and it's Adrian.
Anderson.
That's right, G.M. Anderson. Oh, very well answered, which lights a bonus number for you for 10 quid.
13, please.
13 is lit for you. Ken, you got that wrong. What did you say? Did you say D.W. Griffiths?
I did, yes.
You're so close. I think we better give you the 50 quid.
Oh, good on you. Oh, well done. Thank you.
Debbie.
25, please.
25 is on missing links. Give me the connection, please, Debbie, between a kind of punishment and an NCO.
Corporal.
Yes. That's another 10 quid for your charity. And over to Pamela.
33.
All the 3s? Very beautifully said. How the feeble. Famous people, Pamela. Who was described as the beast, the wickedest man on earth, the king of depravity? Was it Alistair Crowley, Alistair Burnett, or Alistair Sibb?
Alistair Crowley.
Alistair Crowley is absolutely right. And occasionally me at 3 o'clock in the morning when I come in drunk. That is lit for you, and you only have one delight to win this round. But now, look at our Adrian. He can do it if he can answer number 22. It's a missing link. Adrian, can you do it? Gulliver's Travels and a fast-moving bird.
Swift.
Is right. You've won this round of the game. Gaze here. Cast your orbs, your bagless eyes over here. You'll see that's the karaoke, that's the his and her bikes. That's a wee-wee. That's a sight for Christmas, I'll tell you that. And that's the doodah, the keyboard.
Bearing in mind that some of my friends have a bit of trouble with the fingers, I think we'll go for the Sing Along a Bob.
That's
Karaoke
the
machine.
karaoke. Oh, will that be popular? Who's going to get a full house? Wow, well, so far, our Adrian's been well out in front, but the first person to actually beat him and get a full house will have a choice of this crop of Christmas crackers.
And for the festive full house, a computer screen and selection of games. These superb children's clothes. Or this colour television and video.
Okay. Here we go. Here's the state of play. Here's the state of play, the special charity Christmas edition of Bob's Full House. And we're delighted that Ken Bruce is with us. He needs one does to get that full house. We're also equally delighted to welcome Debbie Greenwood, who needs Maggie's Den to get that full house. We're absolutely thrilled to have Pamela Armstrong here. She needs Maggie's Den too. But look at that naughty Adrian. He only needs Tom Mix. So you're going to have to catch him up, folks, with very fast thumbs on that buzzer. And remember, you're only volleyed for the following question for an incorrect answer. All clear? Name Lois Lane's superhero. And it's Adrian.
Superman.
Superman is right. We like you 12. Founder of Playboy. Yes, Ken.
Hugh Hefner.
Is right. We like you 26. Mocha is a kind of what? Yes, Adrian.
It's a kind of coffee chocolate.
I have coffee here. But I think we'll find the word mocha on a lot of chocolate bars that are coffee flavored, so we've got to give you that 21. Where is Staten Island? Yes, Pamela.
Of America.
Yes, it is America. I will give you that for 15, thank you. It's just off New York, in fact, but it's certainly America. An insomniac can't do what, Pamela?
Sleep.
That's right, we like you 24. Which is heavier, the biggest bomb dropped in World War II or the biggest elephant? Adrian?
The biggest bomb.
Elephant at 12.24 tons. The bomb, 22,000 pounds. You're worried you may not answer this. What are lychees? Yes, Pamela.
A tropical fruit.
Yes, that's right. We like you 31. What was a dreadnought? Yes, Adrian.
It was a battleship.
And we like you 34. You now have a top line. Only 3 for a full house. The keys of St. Peter open which gates? Yes, Pamela. St. Peter's keys open the gates of?
The Vatican.
Of heaven. No doubt. He could get into the Vatican too if he wanted to. I think he could go anywhere he wanted to, old St. Peter. The Capulets and Montagues feud in which play, Adrian?
Romeo and Juliet.
Yes, correct. We like you 14. You need 2 for a full house. Whose first hit single was Space Oddity? Yes, Adrian.
David Bowie.
Is right. We like you 36. You only need 1 for a full house. Is Vermont a state in America or a province of Canada, Pamela?
America.
It is in America. We like your 54. Are Martin and Kim Wilde related, Pamela?
Yes.
Yes, they are. We like your 18. They're dad and daughter. What 2 words are meant by the film initials E.T.? Yes, Pamela.
Extraterrestrial.
Yes, correct. We like your 7. You now need 4 for a full house. What's your alma mater, Ken?
Where you were educated.
That's right. We like your 37. Who wrote Lady Chatterley's Lover? Yes, Pamela.
D.H. Lawrence.
Is right. We like your 20. You need 3 for a full house. For which product is Wilton famous? Yes, Ken.
It's a wool.
It is indeed, but what's it woven into?
Carpets.
Carpet it is, and this is not thrown up to the others. We like you 42. Which Beatle did Linda Eastman marry, Pamela?
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney's right. We like you 39. You need 2 for a full house. Adrian needs 1 for a full house. What is a shorthorn? Ken.
It's a type of cattle.
Yes, it is. We like you 52. You have a top line. And which group is Freddie Mercury? Yes, Adrian.
Queen.
Queen wins you the full house. Adrian, have a look over here. For the SOS, you get to choose all that stuff there, all that very valuable thing there, all that lovely colour TV. You've been lovely being with us over this holiday. Come on, our friend.
Bob, can I make a decision, but if the SOS say, no, we'd like one of the others, I think there should be a very good use somewhere for the computer.
So do I.
So, can I go for the computer with an option on the television if they decide against it?
That's a marvellous
Is that
way.
fair?
Great, absolutely fair, and you've got it. I'd like to express grateful thanks and continued admiration and respect to Ken Bruce, who will have a host of us devoted listeners following him to his late-night slot on Radio 2. And you have enlivened our mornings for a long time. It's going to be grand having you enlivening our nights. May I say, in the nicest possible way,
yes.
that you have £120 for your charity, just through lighting those little doodahs and winning that extra 50. Well done, our Ken. Thank you.
Thanks, Bob.
Debbie, I'm delighted to say you have £50 for the charity. You came within Maggie's Den of winning the full house. I think you held back a little there, or you just allowed these heavyweight egos to overwhelm you a little.
It was so fast in there.
I know. Isn't it amazing? You swear you pressed that button first, or by a nanosecond or whatever somebody's in there first. And Pamela, thank you so much. You've done so well because you came within 2 of getting a full house, which is super playing. You're a home stretch player, aren't you? You're a real surprise. While you come, you're what is known as one of those people who come right from the back of the pack and win, and you have £180 for your charity.
Great.
Not only is the £180 extremely useful to them, but the publicity, I'm sure, is well-deserved and necessary. And as for you, Adrian, the SOS is going to be beaming from cheek to cheek that you've given them not only that valuable publicity that Ken and Debbie and Pamela have given to their chosen charities, but also you've won them £150, early learning toys, a karaoke, and a computer. In fact, you've swept the board. Can you do it? Can you also give them a holiday? And can you give them cash? That depends on how you perform as you join me at your golden bingo card. Stand on that gold disc, if you will. For Adrian Love, son of Manuel of the Mountains, we are now about to play the Golden Bingo card. Would you flash the figures, please, computer? Adrian Love is playing for the Stars Organization for Spastics, and he knows that behind all those numbers, there's either the cash equivalent or there are letters that spell out a holiday. You could win that holiday for someone who desperately needs a break, someone who has cerebral palsy and would greatly appreciate going away on that holiday. I wish you well with this.
Thank you, sir.
Also, the cash I know you'll be sending to the SOS. For those of you at home who'd like to know where the holiday is situated, well, I'll count from 5 to 1 while you see it on the screens. If you don't want to know, close your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's back on your screens. You've got a minute, Adrian. You feel okay?
Well, as good as possible.
Okay, it's as good as you get. 1 minute's on the clock. Who was the original Santa Claus? What was his name?
St. Nicholas.
That's right.
Let's go for the big money anyway, 60.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Bottom right-hand corner, 60. And we have it, £60 in the back at the bottom of your bingo card. Who wrote the Blue Danube, Adrian?
Strauss.
That's right, Johann Strauss Jr., in fact.
Let's move up the board, 55.
I think it's a smart way to play. Here, all the fives, you've got £115 for the SOS. In 1989, who challenged Mrs. Thatcher for the Tory leadership?
I can't remember his name.
Anthony Meyer. How many pink balls in a game of snooker?
1.
There's only one.
33.
33, all the threes. And you have an R, the first letter you've discovered to spell your holiday. Which singing star was born Doris Kappelhoff?
Doris Day.
That's right.
A Radio 2 man who didn't know that would be in serious trouble.
That's true.
50.
50, bottom line. Yes, there it is, £165. You're on question 6. You still have 42 seconds to go. Name Austria's capital, Adrian.
Vienna?
Yes.
39.
39. 39 is also on the bottom line. And we have an A. An R and A. You're going to the Royal Academy? What is Jean-Paul Gaultier's profession?
A painter?
He's a fashion designer. In EastEnders, who does June Brown play? The name of her character?
No.
Okay, Dot Cotton. Battle Abbey was founded on the site of which battle?
Of Hastings?
Yes. That was question 9. You're still safe.
Yeah? Let's go to the top. 24.
24. Okay, here we go. Gambling a little on the top line. Yes, we have an F, an R, and an A. Fra. And we still have 28 seconds. We're on question 10 of 15.
Yeah.
Who is Scotland's patron saint?
St. Andrew.
Yes, Ken will have known that one. Thank goodness you do.
27.
27 on the middle line. Let's hope it's... Yes, it is. F-O-R.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I can't see what it is.
I think so.
Well, number 11.
Formosa.
Formosa. Number 11. That's funny. In the Cinderella panto, what did the pumpkin turn into?
A coach.
Yes, sir.
Number 20.
Number 20 on the bottom line. You're playing so well, and you have £165. You're on question 12,
Oh, 50.
so you have 4 to go.
Right.
Name one of Frank Sinatra's 3 children.
Nancy.
Yes, there's also Frank Jr. and Tina.
Right, yes.
Yes,
It's got to be that or that.
Yes, I
Let's
agree
go for
with-
49, because if it isn't, we can use the money.
That's right. Oh, I see where it is now. 49. Ah, you're the missing... Yes, good. Ah, so there's only one letter to find. It could be 31, 54, or 18. And you have got 3 questions to do it in. Oh, wouldn't it be wonderful?
Yeah, can we go? No.
No, we can't. Look, I tell you what.
We'll get a good postcard.
Whatever youngster with cerebral palsy goes will be going to Disney World.
One would hope so.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then, you know who wrote... in a minute, I'll ask you the
Yeah,
question.
sure.
But there's a book called The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Oh.
It's brilliant. The author... I'm going to ask you who wrote it in a minute.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go. Books. Who wrote The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
C.S. Lewis.
Close enough?
Films. In 1989, who starred as Henry V? This year, Henry V, the film.
Oh, begins with a B.
Yes.
Brenner.
Kenneth Branagh is right.
My pronunciation is awful. 31.
If 31 is the missing letter, oh, Adrian, if 31 is the missing letter, you'll be giving an unbelievable holiday to a child with cerebral palsy. 31, please be the missing letter.
Yay!
Yes, Bob, it's America and the Florida coast with its sun-drenched beaches and secluded coves. Enjoy the sights in Disney World, all in Florida.
Isn't that fantastic? Absolutely wonderful. Well done.
And the nice thing about Disney World, because I've been there, is I know that they are totally set up for anybody in a wheelchair, so it's going to be magic. Wonderful.
It is going to be magic, and you've made the magic happen.
What was the last question?
Okay, you ready for the last question?
Just in case I could have...
What is the name of the gardener of the aunt of Jane Fonda's sister?
Eric.
Eric is right. It's good. You would have got it. Like soppy thing. It was a question about the evergreen bush for those born in December.
Holly.
Holly is right. So you would have got it. It's terrific. Yeah, what is lovely is that all our friends have come along to play this game without worrying about whether it makes them look good or them look as if they don't know any answers. They've given generously of their egos. They've left their egos outside. They've come here to play for charity. And the fact that they've all played so well, I think every one of them deserves a full house. And each one of those numbers is worth a tenner. Let's light them all up for Ken and Debbie and Pamela, a full house for their charities, and 150 quid for each of those charities. Let's light up those bingo cards. And if I remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that our champion tonight, winning for the SOS, the Stars Organisation for Spastics, is making sure that that fine organisation receives a selection of early learning toys, a karaoke player, a computer screen, and the most important thing, of course, along with £315 in cash, is a wonderful holiday. Well done, Adrian Love. Thank you. To all our star players, to Pamela Armstrong, to Debbie Greenwood, to Ken Bruce, we say a great big fat thank you. As you can see, you've got a whole £150 of full house for each, added to what you've already won for your charities. Thank you for coming along and playing us with us in Bob's Full House. And join us this week and every week, because the doors are always open for you.